Ireland's Headless Horseman gallops across the countryside. He rides a black stallion, uses a human backbone as a whip, and carries his own head in his hands. When the horseman holds his head up above his body, he can see for miles, even on the darkest night where there is no moon. This, is ter- this terrifying figure is known in Ireland as the Dullahan, which is Gaelic for Dogman. Sometimes he is known as Dungian, the Headless One. There are different stories about the Dullahan all over Ireland. In Ballymena, it is believed that the horseman originally lost his head when he fell off his horse one night. The horse then stepped on the horseman's neck, severing his head from his body. In some stories, the horse is headless too, or has flaming red eyes. The Headless Horseman and his steed roam the countryside at night. In Sligo and Tyrone, people say he travels in a coach pulled by 6 black horses. The horses who strike the surface on the roadway with such force that they create sparks and flames, setting the hedge alongside the road on fire. It is unwise to get in the way of Dullahan or even to look at him. He will throw a bucket of blood over anyone who does, or he will blind them in one eye. Dullahan speaks only to call out the name of a person he has come to kill. If you are the one he is looking for and he stops to call your name, you are about to die. And there is no hiding place. No physical barrier can stop him. He can make any locked gate, doorway, or window open at his command. Go for gold. The only thing Dullahan has any fear of is gold. One story tells how a man from country Galway saw a Dullahan riding towards him one dark night. He ran away as fast as his legs could carry him, but the sound of the hoofs came steadily nearer. Terrified, he realized that he couldn't outrun the Dullahan. Other countries, the Headless Horseman appears in other similar legends. There is a Scottish version about a warrior whose head was cut off before he could become a clan chief. An early English poem, Sir Gawain and the Green Knights, has beheading as a major theme. In his short story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the American author Washington Irving created the story of a headless horseman who terrifies the schoolmaster Ichabod Crane. Fearing he would die soon, the man remembered he heard that Dullahan could be swallowed by only one thing, gold. Luckily, he had a single gold chain, and he dropped it on the road just before the Dullahan caught up with him. There was a loud roar. When the man looked around, the Dullahan had disappeared. Where do the stories of the Dullahan come from? People claim to have seen a ghostly figure in late August and September, but cryptozoologists had no hard evidence to go on, only rumor and superstition. Before Christianity arrived in Ireland in the 400s, human sacrifice was an important part of ceremonies in Irish religion. The fertility god Crom Dubh was described as a bent, shadowy figure and was said to be particularly demanding. Sacrifices to him usually involved beheading the victims. When Christianity became the main religion, the practice of human sacrifice was formally ended. But the old legends and stories ran deep, and the power of the fertility god Crom Dubh was probably carried on in the stories about Dullahan.